Piece of shit. Hey everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Clone Evolution, Lelanders edition. Hey, Shelly made it in first. Finally, she changed her name back to Shelly. I was getting really confused there, but now it should be a bit easier. Alright, let's get on with the game. Let's see what we got happening today. I figured we started the game a little bit early, so we won't have as much in the way of tasks, but I think we could still do the events. So we did get a bid in, and we bet on Gizmo, so we'll see how that's going. I don't know, does it say? Where is it? It says I bid on Gizmo, but it hasn't started, I guess, yet. Oh yeah, it still has more time to place bets. Right, so we still got to wait for that one. We'll collect our tavern task, get that completed. Oh yeah, we did already complete everything. Alright, thanks everyone who sent flowers, appreciate that. Yeah, I was noticing that too. I didn't see Shori in this Hunger Games. I wonder what happened. Maybe they went on holidays or something. Oh shit, that was a good amount of DNA. Remember yesterday's episode, we went to all the trouble to get the DNA unlocked for Alice, only to find out we can't equip anyone. So we did all that work for nothing. But I shouldn't say for nothing, because we'll still try to unlock the person that can be equipped for her, but dear God, what a piss off. I thought I could put someone else there for the time being. Oh well, live and learn. Lots of living, not so much learning. Holy shit, 3 viewers already. Thanks everyone. Oh yeah, someone can be the first to like it. No, yesterday it was brutal. I did a whole episode of Entropia. I don't know, we had like 5, 6 viewers watching like the whole show and no one gave it a like. I was like, you bastards. I don't know if they forgot or just didn't like it. They watched it and hated every minute of it. Now, it was kind of a boring episode, so I wasn't expecting to get a whole lot of likes, but geez, to do a whole show and not one like. Story of my life. Now, today I recorded it a bit later because I went out for a walk in a big well, not thunderstorm, but a huge pouring rainstorm. I wanted to look for mushrooms to see if any had grown, because I keep seeing all these pictures from the States, people bragging about how their mushrooms are growing. All right, level 140 or 194. Yes. But sadly, I walked all over the city. Holy shit, three tokens. I couldn't find any mushrooms, not even like the slightest sign of one. So it's still going to be a while before ours grow. All right, we unlocked a new level to fight. That was perfect timing, right? Right when we needed more battles. Let's give that a try. Alright, so it says 1 like on your end. That's good. My end it says 0 likes, but it's probably a little bit slow or something. Now I think I got pretty good news when it comes to the monetization of my channel. I'm pretty sure I'm making about $5 a day. I don't know if that's right. I'll have to check at the end of the month, but that's my guess. $5 a day. Well, that's pretty good. Like, I was thinking maybe a few cents a day, so it's actually substantially more than what I thought. And especially when you consider how small my channel is. Like, dear God, people that have thousands of viewers, they must really rake it in. There we go. Fucking mouse vanished. So who knows? Maybe doing YouTube for a living isn't that unridiculous to think of, or ridiculous. And it definitely is a lot of work. Probably is easier just going to a factory. A lot bigger potential. Like, I figure in life, if I was to get my feet off the ground, put a whole bunch of my money into renting a new apartment and getting a new job, it would only be a matter of time before I get injured at this new job, lose everything again, and the whole cycle would repeat again. So really, I really got to try to break the cycle. If I can get a more substantial income, something that I'm actually providing myself with like say YouTube income or different websites income. Well, yeah, I couldn't believe the weirdest thing I saw in the woods today. You know, have you ever seen that weird Facebook or YouTube meme that was going around? There's like a tree covered in ice, but there's water running underneath the ice, and it makes it look like lava underneath or something. Or not lava, but weird liquids moving. So I found one of those trees today in the woods. It was fucking massive. Like, I swear to God, it was like 5 stories tall at least, like some huge tree. And bigger around than I could reach around to hug. Like, if I was a tree hugger, there's no way I could hug around that tree. It was too big. But anyways, I looked up, and the reason I noticed it is there's a fucking river, like the size of a creek, just gushing out of the trunk of the tree. Or not out of the trunk, but down the trunk. So I look up the tree, and there's like a fucking river of water coming from the top of the tree. So I don't know how all the water is getting up there, but that must be how those ice trees do it. So I'll have to go back in the winter and in the off season and get a picture of that, because it's definitely good to do that ice thing. Fucking rainstorms cause fucking huge floods of water to come down from the top of the tree. Now, I checked every other tree, and they maybe had a couple drips of water coming down the trunk, but it was the only tree that had like a river coming down. I don't know how the fuck it got so much water at the top. If anyone knows how trees get water at the top, let me know. Could be some sort of straw effect or something, right? All right, got our hands on the gold chest. A big chest. Yes. Even better than a gold chest, a big chest. All right, sorry, got to get my mind out of the gutter. All right, so who did we unlock this time? Holy shit, we actually unlocked a good hero. That's that purple Abe that we actually need. Wow, surprising. All right, well, let's leave it on him for a while then. We actually need him. Go figure, eh? All right, so now we're two away from completing Elite, which is kind of scary because then we'll be on Legendary. Legendary is pretty intense. I want to get an Abe fragment. I've never seen one. There we go. We got the Abe fragment. Let's go check it out and see what Abe looks like. Look at that. 1 of 50 Abe. That's really good. I can't believe we finally unlocked someone decent on that goddamn map. Or God bless that map. Now, for how it was going there, I didn't think we were ever going to get someone good. It was just garbage for like 20 maps or 20 levels in a row. All right, now it says 1 like. Thanks, Shelly. Appreciate it. I know I'm a whore for likes. It's the only gratification I get in life anymore. Hey, Dan Davis, how's it going? Yeah, back to Entropia. I actually just did an episode, what was it, last night or this morning? I can't even remember. Oh yeah, it was last night. Yeah, and the episode last night was pretty intense. I was checking the auction, and I haven't gone back to check since I got my my last auction finished, so I'll have to go back into the game and start checking it. Oh yeah, that's who. No, I noticed that someone finally put a high bid on my recycle print. So whoever did that, big shout out to them. I was worried that I was going to lose all my money with no reserve bid. You know, I think the one thing that's going to convert me back to playing Entropia the most is once I get guest callers working. Because I know for me, what's bugging me the most with Entropia is it's too much of a solo game. Like, I kind of miss having my friend Beamer to hang out all the time with in the game, and even just in general, like getting some chat going and like TeamSpeak or something. So it'd be neat to get that into the game, where I'll actually start talking and hanging out with other players. Once I start doing that, then it should start picking up. Because it is kind of like at the point where I've been in the lockdown, doing so much stuff alone. It's like I really don't want to do any more alone tasks. Trying to get more social games. I don't know, Clone Evolution seems like even though there is a lot of solo activities, there is still a lot that we do together, like the arena battles and shit. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The bidding war, hopefully would have started like within an hour before my thing was ready to go. Hopefully my Royal Pillow got some bids, hoping my hats got some bids. Well, they already had bids, but they were just really low ones. So I'm hoping there was a little bit of action. Yeah, so I think maybe tonight I will do an Entropia stream after I finish watching the games. Well, we'll see. If the games really suck, then I might just switch right to Entropia. Oh yeah, got the No Name beer back. No Name beer. No Name. No, it's 5%. God, this beer is heavenly. See, I don't know, other countries or maybe other stores, when they have their no-name products, usually they're like average at best. I don't know how President's Choice does it or whatever company that does this. When they make their no-name stuff, it's fucking top of the line. So I don't get how they can make no-name products top of the line, but hey, works for me. Cheaper price, top of the line product, I'll buy it. I don't give a shit about some name. No Name's actually a name I like now. Yeah, I don't even know which game it is tonight. I'll have to check. It's either a Leaf game, Raptors game, or Blue Jays game. I watch all the Toronto sports. Although technically I can't really call them Toronto sports anymore, because only the Toronto Maple Leafs still play in Toronto. Everyone else left Canada. We don't have a basketball team or a baseball team anymore. Everyone left. They said that they may never reopen the border between Canada and the US, and if they don't, then we'll never get our teams back. So I was like, holy fuck, man, that really sucks. I don't get why Canada is being such a fucking piss off with the whole lockdown situation. Oh well. They keep making up stories about our intensive care units overflowing, which technically is true, but that's always been the case. Canada coined the term hallway medicine. Well, we've been fucked for not having enough space for eons. And I think what it is too is we have enough space for non-peak times. But when it's rush hour, that's when we fill up. So I don't know if that's what happens with trying to allocate money. They can't hire a whole bunch of doctors to be there when there's not really even enough patients for like 99% of the time. It's kind of like transit. You never notice subways have that problem in Toronto? Like the subway system in Toronto, when I first used it, I thought, holy shit, the subway system is way bigger than they actually need it. Because when I got on the subway, it was empty. Couldn't even see any other people. But that's what I realized, that I wasn't riding it during rush hour. When you go to ride it during rush hour, it goes from no people to being packed to capacity. Like so many that you can't even fit everyone on. Jammed in like sardines. So that's, I don't know how they're doing social distancing. Someone was telling me that the offices have way less people, so that's why they don't have the subway cram problem yet. But I kind of don't believe it. Unless really, yeah, if all the offices didn't have to work, that would make a lot less people. Now, I tried to get out of watching sports because I realized that during the lockdown, when sports were all gone, I was getting so much more free time to get shit done. Sports really is one of those addictions that just consumes all your free time. Fucking sucks. Alright, let's skip this. Or no, it's almost done. So now when I watch sports, I always try to at least multitask, where I'll like put the game on and I'll do other shit at the same time. I probably killed my attention span like that, because now not only do I do one task, I'm always doing like 2 or 3 tasks at the same time. I rarely do just one thing. Oh fuck, I hit battle again. I don't know if anyone else noticed that, but it is really hard to do one thing and stay occupied. Now I'll go to watch a TV show. It could be my favorite TV show, but I'll get so distracted that I want to do 2 things at the same time that I'll like start checking my email even though the show's on. It's fucking annoying. It does what it says on the tin. Holy shit, this battle's going a little bit better. I was gonna skip it. Ah, jinxed it. Yeah, isn't that funny? Sometimes when I watch YouTubers, I notice the same thing. I find YouTubers that are like me in a lot of ways, and then I watch them. I'm like, God, am I that narcissistic? Looking for other people like me. Now that happened to me with one of my old writing bosses from Ancient Mystery stuff. At first I thought he was spam, like when he added me as a friend on Facebook. But then his picture looked a little bit like me, so for some reason I'm like, oh, I'll just add him. And then I found out he was a real person. It's kind of funny. Now, like Bald and Bankrupt, I think I was drawn to watching his show. I'm like, I can relate to that bald guy. Now, it's funny, Bald and Bankrupt, he started to get like a presence on Facebook where someone will share one of his videos on Facebook and then a whole bunch of people will start like a comment chain underneath it. Holy shit, man, like a lot of people from India on Facebook apparently hate Bald and Bankrupt, which I thought was weird because when you see him actually in India, everyone likes him. Well, not maybe everyone, but 99% of people. So it's like, what the fuck? How did this happen? Holy shit, look at how good we're doing. Oh my god, we might actually win this. I don't want to jinx it. We're down to 1 guy. I was thinking today would be fitting that we actually beat him because we're just playing the dungeon over and over again. There we go. Nice work, Jane. Yeah, it's true. Most people are a bit two-faced. Yes! Victory! Woo! Now, the other thing I was thinking is most people that were making fun of him in the comments were just commenting on the thumbnail. And they didn't watch the whole video. So I was like, well, that's probably what happened then. A whole bunch of people were just commenting on the thumbnail. They didn't actually watch the video. Because what his video was, it was these like 10 things he hates about India. And I forget, the rest of the video is like how he spent like a good chunk of his life in India and it's like his second home. Now he loves it. But they only watched a little clip or the headline where it said 10 things he doesn't like. It's like they missed the whole part where he loves the country. So I was like, that was kind of funny. And then other people actually watched the whole video and they're like, yeah, he does bring up some of the things that are kind of need improvement in India. Yeah, one of the weirdest things he said when he travels in India is people just randomly spit. So he said it's kind of gross because you'll be walking down the street and you'll get hit by spit. You'll be like, what the fuck? Where did spit come from? And then it's just people randomly spitting. He's like, for some reason in India it's a custom where people just randomly spit. I was thinking, well, to a certain extent it does happen in like Canada, but normally you don't spit on other people. You'd at least try to spit in like behind an alley or something. So he said that was kind of shocking when he traveled to India. He didn't expect to get spit on all the time. Unless maybe they're picking on bald people, and then they just spit on him. Hey, Shelly. Yeah, I think the government in India has probably got a rough job, right? Because just the sheer population size, running everything would be a real challenge. Like you can take even the most successful countries and then boost up their population to 3 billion and see how they do. Now you got to figure, like India, you see those transportation systems, how they have people like climbing on the roof and everything, but hey, they function. They get it working. Where there's a will, there's a way. $20-minute haircut for 10 cents. Yeah. It's one thing I like about being bald, being able to cut my own hair. As much as I liked going for haircuts, it's nice being able to finish it like 5 minutes, cut your own hair at home. You don't have to make a whole day appointment out of it or something. Especially now with how much hair I grow. I really only have to cut it once a month. Except for when it's summertime. Then I'll have to start cutting it more often just for heat relief. There we go. We're plowing back the victories. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What I got to try to do is get gift codes at least from the makers of the game. Maybe they'll give it to me as a reward one day. They'll be like, hey, you did an episode every day for a whole year. Here, take a gift code to give out to your viewers. That'd be wicked. And they don't even have to make it that fancy of a gift card. Maybe they could make my own pet. When you use the gift code, you would unlock the Lelanders pet. I don't know what pet it would be. Maybe Anubis. That'd be pretty cool. No, I don't have any kids. Shelly is not my kid. Not that I know of, anyways. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, today would have been a fun day to go outside vlogging. Just too much rain. As soon as the next rainstorm lets up, then we'll try to get some footage outside. Whoa! Yeah! Now I keep seeing footage of other parts of Canada and they still have snow, so I'm like, oh, who gives a shit? At least it's only rain here. Holy shit, we made it to the next boss already. Yeah, my plan is to get a dog, but I want to get a place up north or like in the country before I do. I don't like getting dogs when you live in the city. Seems like kind of a cruel punishment to keep a dog in a small city. Now one day it's like I'm actually planning to get a ranch, but we'll see how long that takes. How far north I'll have to buy it. No, I was thinking it makes sense to get a ranch at one point because when it comes to how shitty everything's getting these days in cities. I know for a long time I was thinking about doing the outdoor grid, the like off the grid ranch thing. Then I decided the cities were better. And then I'm starting to rethink that decision. Sure, cities have their advantages, lots of hot babes everywhere, but come on. At some point you can't even go outside anymore, so like what the fuck? Cities really aren't the best. Now I'm lucky in my province I can still buy like 100 acres of land in the middle of nowhere up north and afford it. But it's really a matter of getting building supplies in, being able to build something to stay in. Really need to work on getting my skills for building better. I'm pretty envious of my grandfather. When I think of like my grandfather that came from Germany, he moved to this city and he was just building his houses. Like whatever house he moved into, he built. So I was like, what the fuck? That must have been quite the adventure, building the house you live in. Holy shit, victory! I don't know what happened. Why did my team get so much stronger all of a sudden? You know, I was thinking like what Suki did after she reached level 400. She joined another guild at a lower level. I'll probably do that just to like start another show over where I teach people how to get the first gold even faster. Because I think when I did it the other times, I pretty much fucked my team pretty bad right off the bat. I burned a lot of heroes that I shouldn't have. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. Once I probably rake it up to like level 400, I'll probably do another beginner's guide. Now, when I was a kid, that's what you also used to always do for video games, is once you beat a video game, then you would eventually just start it over again one day, right? Especially back in the day when games were really expensive and you only had a couple to play. If you beat the game, you just had to start it over. As frustrating as that seems. Now, I did grow up actually raising animals all the time because my stepmother wanted to have animals all the time. We had like, I don't know, like 5, 6 cats, 5, 6 dogs, 5, 6 birds. Not all at once. Well, some of the times it was actually at once. So as part of my allowance, I had to take care of all the animals. So I had to clean all their cages, feed them all, pick up the dog shit. What a joyous occasions. Although I was pretty good. We trained our dogs to just shit in one corner of the yard, so at least you didn't have to worry about stepping in shit all over the whole yard. Oh, and you only had one small corner to clean. Now, I even took dogs to, dog training school. And dog training school is pretty wild, because half the time they're actually just teaching the owners how to train the dog. I don't think I could ever train a dog though, like my one friend from Argentina. He trained his dogs, and God, when I seen his dogs, I'm like, man, they're smarter than most people I know. I'm like, how the hell did you train your dog to be so fucking smart? It's crazy. No, he would do everything on command. Going to get stuff, opening doors, going wherever position that you wanted him to. Go to the wait by the door, go by to the wait at the bottom of the steps. Some people are really dedicated when it comes to training. Oh yeah, all those roll over commands. I was thinking, dear God, in the YouTube age, or TikTok, he can make a fortune off training animals like that. Yeah, animals really do help a YouTube. That's what that one lady in our city, I don't know if anyone heard about it. It was the IKEA monkey. Well, it wasn't actually our city. It was closer to Toronto, but about an hour away. Yeah, so what happened is this lady, she got a monkey so that she could add it to her YouTube channel and go viral. She was making like millions of dollars off having this monkey. So anyways, she brought the monkey with her to shop at IKEA the one day, and she left it locked in the car, which is a big no-no. Right away, you're not supposed to leave your animals locked in the car like that, right? So anyways, the monkey managed to figure out how to get out of the car, and then went right into the IKEA store. So what happened is some people called like the Humane Society or whatever, and they came and stole the monkey from her. I don't know if other countries got something like the Humane Society, but we got that in Canada. where they come and like steal your animals, and then they threaten to put your animals down if you don't pay them like thousands of dollars, like a bribe or extortion. And it's somehow it's completely legal. Somehow the Humane Society got authority to do it. Yeah, it happened to my buddy's dog once. Well, actually what happened was my stepbrother lent my buddy his dog to babysit him while he went out of town. And while my buddy was babysitting the dog, he left it outside on his front lawn to go to the washroom. And the Humane Society came and grabbed the dog. So the Humane Society had his dog and threatened to kill the dog if they didn't give him $500 within a certain amount of days. So he tried to raise the money, but he didn't get it in time. So when my stepbrother came back, he had to find the bad news that the Humane Society had came and kidnapped his dog and killed him. But it keeps all the stray dogs away. Like, that's one thing people come to Canada and they're like, why is there no stray dogs running everywhere? It's like, well, you don't want to see the fucking graveyard behind the Humane Society. Yeah, that's kind of a sad situation. I know, like, some people go to other countries like Mexico and they see the wild dogs running everywhere, like just like untamed dogs, and no Humane Society kills them. Yeah, that's a weird thing to call it too, eh? Call it the Humane Society. They go around killing everyone's dogs. I shouldn't laugh, it's horrible, sorry. I always laugh to relieve stress. It's always the worst situations. Totally awkward for talking about animals dying. No, it teaches people to keep their dog on a leash though, because they're always like, you better keep an eye on your dog or the fucking Humane Society will get it. Yeah, it must be a really shitty job to be like a vet at the Humane Society. I don't think I could take that, having to put animals down all the time. No, I think what happened is maybe the Humane Society has updated that policy. Because I was thinking, dear God, if that was happening a lot still today, it would be all over social media, right? People would be like, you better give me my dog back, or all of Facebook's gonna fucking find out you're threatening to put him down. It'd be like those, what do they call it, the Amnesty International for pets. Oh, yes, we got a super chat from Dan Davis. Thanks, everybody. All right, thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. So used to saying everybody. All right, I can't believe how many battles we're actually winning in this. This should be the last one. This Catholic hero is going to be a challenge. Boom! Holy fuck. 12 million in one shot. Alright, at least we got some chips there. Now we should be able to boost up some of our other chips higher. Yeah, let's upgrade it. Oh, it's at max. Oh, fucking hell. There we go. Boom. It's nice to finally get these chips up to their max level. I was always wondering what the max was. Now I know. Knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Alright. Defense chip for who? Yeah, Jane Austen could use a little bit more defense. I gotta remember, it doesn't matter if I upgrade these chips for her, because I'll be able to switch them to someone else once we need to. And really, I should get Jane's chips as much to full as we can. Oh, thanks, Shelly. We got a virtual super chat from Shelly. No, I appreciate you watching the ads too. I noticed the ad revenue is paying out good. It's already up to like $5 a day, I think. So that's pretty damn sweet. So who knows? Maybe everyone watching the ads is really working out. No, that's a very creative solution. I know I do that for super chats, or not super chat, the emojis. When YouTubers are bragging how people can pay to do the emojis, and then I'll start doing them for free. Obviously, you can't do all of them for free, but some you can. Alright, so we actually got quite a bit of battle action in. Can't believe that. Now, I wasn't thinking because I was playing the game before 8 o'clock, there wasn't going to be much to work on. But man, we still got a lot to work on. Shit, we got a whole crap load of these battles to go. See if we can buy any more fists. Not yet. Alright, so I think what we'll do now is we'll burn through quite a bit more of the fists and see how many we can have left. Yeah, we still have 100 to burn through. No, I appreciate it, Dan. It's really awesome. I think your currency is worth more than ours, so that's even substantially more for my money. No, I can't remember. Well, I think it'll say up here. Yeah, it says for Canada, that's $1.72. So you almost paid me double just because it got converted to Canadian. Does kind of suck that buying a cheeseburger costs like $5, but good old inflation. They say inflation usually takes about 5 years to occur. So even after your government fucks your country with inflation, you should still have a little bit of leeway. Now everyone's joking about rent prices in my city because, I don't know, like in my dad's time when he had an apartment after him and my mom like split up and got their own places, I can't remember. I think it was like $300 and he was getting like a 2-bedroom apartment and like a luxury apartment with a full-size gym, pool, sauna, the whole deal. I was like, dear God, man, if I could have moved out in that type of rent situation, that same apartment now is like over $2,000. So yeah, good old inflation. If only wages went up that fast. No, I can't remember what the minimum wage here. I think it's anywhere between 15 and 19, somewhere around there. Now, my old apartment had a really nice gym and stuff too. I do miss it, but to be honest, even though I had such a nice gym there, I ended up just buying my own weights and then working out at my own apartment anyways. So it's like it kind of was pointless to have the gym. I'm not one of the people that likes to work out in front of other people. I usually just like to work out while watching TV or something. But who knows? I'm going to try to change that and do a little bit of workout stuff for YouTube. I notice workout stuff on YouTube does pretty well, especially if you suck and you're like trying to do better, rather than people that are already good at shit. So that should be pretty good for me then, because I suck at a lot of it. Holy shit, this is so many battles. Alright, let's do a couple actual battles. I want to see what they look like. I haven't actually seen them in a while. Oh, you can't if you do 10 at a time, right? So let's do an individual one, see what it looks like. That's the spirit. You know, that's one of my old sayings that my uncle used to use all the time. He used to say it every time, and then everyone else started copying him. And I kind of miss the days when he was able to speak still. He can still say occasional words, but not like full sentences like he used to. Alright, that was a pretty good victory. Now that was some good news today. I was cleaning up my room a little bit and I found the card that my grandma gave me before she died. She gave me like a whole note in it about everything that happened that was important through her life. And for a while I thought I lost it, so I was like, thank God I found it today. That was a big relief. Now I put it in my most important bookshelf spot, so I should have realized. Forgot to check there. Man, oh man. It seems like, I don't know if we're going to have enough points. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to get more of these. We'll have to buy them from the store, or we'll have to win them from the merchant, or buy them from the merchant. Pretty sure the merchant sells 30 packs, so we could get a 30 pack from him. Next bounty hunter thing. Now I think even people in my own city are going to want to see what the city looks like in different areas for the lockdown. So that's what I'm going to be showing when I go through to exercise, bike through. So hopefully I'll be able to get some local viewers too. I think I already have a decent local viewership on my channel. At least 100 viewers. Now it's finally nice to get a little bit of success with YouTube after like so many years of failure. God, I don't know how many years of failure that was. I'll have to check and see when I started my channel. I think I started this one around 2012, so it's basically 10 years of failure, or almost. I shouldn't say failure, just not really trying hard enough. Yeah, it just goes to show you, if anyone's ever working on a YouTube channel and you're frustrated because you've been doing it for a few years and it's not taking off, just say it took me almost 10 years to make it to monetization. Fucking 10 years. It's like half some people's lives and the viewers. Oh, wait. We got an individual battle. I want to see how this one goes. All right, 5 viewers and 2 likes. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, it's always such an adrenaline rush every time you get a donation doing a live stream. I can totally see why women would be addicted to stripping for it. It's like, I'm tempted. No, I'm just No, plus the whole church collection plate thing now. Now I can see why churches got so addicted to it. They can hold mass as often as they can, get that donation plate around. Dear God. It's very, very addictive. Now, I was already thinking about doing other games now, because I'm like, holy shit, now that I can get donations, it's like, shit. Doing other games actually makes a lot more sense, profit-wise. Just keep doing Clone Evolution for fun. Get like a PS5, get the latest game, start streaming it. Or I could get the latest computer game, because computer and Xbox are the same now, right? And my computer is better than the latest Xbox. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Instead of like doing so much work where I'm like cutting grass all the time, killing myself like physically, I should expand to just playing a couple more actual popular games, like the latest games. There we go. Especially if I can find one that I'm good at. Something competitive. Because that's one thing I really wanted to do with video game streaming, is play a competitive game against other gamers. But I haven't really done that yet. So one thing that's kind of shitty with Clone Evolution is, well, as much as you do the arena battles and the Hunger Games, it's definitely not like Street Fighter where it's a one-on-one battle. Yeah, so I'll probably try to stream some competitive games soon. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that, Dan. No, for a while there I was kind of like paranoid with getting too big of an audience because I was trying new different things, and I really didn't want to get too huge of an audience because then it makes you paranoid to try shit. I don't know what it is. The bigger audience you get, the less risky you're willing to be. That's what I was thinking with Joe Rogan. Once he reached like so many people at one point, he must have really started to self-censor himself. The show probably isn't what it used to be like when he only had a few thousand viewers. Now, I kind of figure too that really the only reason to do that is if you really want to get a whole bunch of money. I don't know. I should really try harder to get money because I know my retirement age is only a little ways away. I definitely haven't saved enough for my retirement. Not even close. I don't know. When I was a kid, they used to play on TV that our generation would have to work until we're in our 80s or even 90s to retire. I was like, okay. So I got lots of time to work on my retirement. Oh, that sounds horrible. Alright, so yeah, we're only 90 away. I think we can pull it off, don't you? 33, 40. Yeah, this is going to be the tough one. Getting the Darius, it's just not going to happen. We're like out of bullets already. We're going to be lucky just to get this one. Yeah, buy a boat. You know, I was thinking about that back when I used to watch TV when I was a teenager. There was a show where one of my heroes, like the superhero in the show, what show was it? Oh yeah, the Highlander. The Highlander used to live on a houseboat for part of his show. I don't know if he did it to save money or what it was, but he just got a boat and he was living in it. And then I realized that when I went to different docks and like even the Great Lakes where I live, you can get a boat, park it at a dock, and then the dock will have like a washroom, like on land, for everyone that has their boat parked there, and it has like showers and everything built into it. So even if you only have like a tiny boat, technically you can live in it and just park it next to that dock. The only thing that sucks in Canada is winter, because then you're pretty much fucked. I don't think you can stay in the winter. But it would be fine during the summer. Could live in a boat. The only thing I was thinking about living in a boat is I know I'd be super paranoid of it drowning. Like just the boat sinking while I was sleeping. I know other people, it probably wouldn't bother them at all, but it's probably all I'd ever think about while I was trying to sleep. Yeah, one of my, can't remember. One of our family members, he got himself a, what is it called? Sailboat. So he was into sailing. And he would get sailboats and go on like a cruise or go on a vacation somewhere. Instead of getting a hotel, he would just get a sailboat. Like he would rent one. So you would travel to like, say, Saint Martin Island and then rent a boat. So instead of staying in the hotel, they would just boat for the vacation. I was thinking that's kind of a neat way to do a vacation. If you're really into boating. Yeah, boats in Canada are the worst for the winter. Unless you're on Canada's west coast. I don't know, some people might not even realize, but Canada doesn't actually get winter in the whole country. It's mainly just our east coast. The west coast has the Pacific Ocean, so they really don't get snow that much. Not even enough usually to cover the ground. But if you go on the east coast, it gets destroyed by winter. So I've never actually been to Canada's west coast, so one day I'd like to see that. See the ocean, see the warm weather in the winter. Although actually they were saying that the way the climate's been shifting, the west coast got a worse winter than us this year. So it was one of the first times ever the west got it worse. I was like, aha, finally. Shouldn't be so mean, but they had it coming. Now, the one thing in Canada when it comes to boats is gas is so expensive here. Hey, George Washington, how's it going? Oh yeah, and I made 10,000 steps and I had a little bit of weight loss. I think I'm back down to 215. I've been fluctuating between 214 and 217. Pretty up and down, but stabilizing a little bit more today with that 10,000 steps. Although, fuck, it says only burn 2,000 calories, or no, 2,600. So I really can't eat that much extra. No, it's good to see you back in the chat. No, the thing with boats in Canada is they often call it an acronym for bring on another 1,000. Because everything with boats is like another $1,000. If you have to repair it, if you have to put it in a dock somewhere. Holy shit, super chat from George. Thanks a lot, man. Hey, we got an animal on the sticker. That's pretty cool. No, we had some progress today, George. We were playing the battle here. We actually beat the level we were stuck at. Can't remember if it was Hitler that we were stuck at, but yeah, we kicked his ass. So today's the day of victory. Yeah. Now, if anyone has any ideas how to change the team so we can take down the Catholic hero, let me know. So far, I think I got it set up just the right way to have a chance. Now, my brother actually used to have a boat, and it was like just like a fishing boat. I can't remember how big, like enough to fit like 4 people sitting in or whatever, and like a motor on the back. And it had like a steering wheel, so it was actually, you didn't have to hold it by the propellers or whatever, or the motors. You actually had a steering wheel. But anyways, that boat was so expensive that, yeah, he started to realize it was just $1,000 bills all the time. But he bought an older boat too, so I was thinking maybe that's the key. Try to buy a new boat so you don't have so many repairs. Now, I was thinking that's what I might end up doing with my property up north, is one day I'll demolish the house on it, rebuild it, and if worse comes to worse, I gotta find some way to make money. I could just hopefully rent out the parking spot so people that need to store their boat, they could put it in my parking lot. Or if I really soup up the place and fix my garage, then people could store their boat in there. Yeah, so who knows, if we ever get our normal lives back in Canada, people can come up to my place up north for boating adventures. Now, my place is right on the border of Quebec and Ontario. And the funniest thing is, the highway that my place is off of, like just like a block from my house, goes all the way to Montreal. And then if you keep taking that highway, it goes through Montreal into the States, and it goes all the way into New York City, and it goes to the harbor. And it actually goes by Yankee Stadium. So technically my house is on the same street as the Yankee Stadium. even though it's like fucking 1,000 kilometers north. Or fuck, way more than that, like 2,000. So if you're ever at Yankee Stadium and you want to go to my place, just go north for, I think it's 13 hours. As soon as you're through Montreal, you're about halfway. Now, it's kind of a dream of mine that I always thought would never be a reality, but now that everyone's helping with super chats, my YouTube career is starting. It's starting to give me hope. Maybe there is a chance. Now, it's definitely not going to happen overnight, but like you guys are saying, if I expand to more games, more travel content, especially with lockdowns, as shitty as lockdowns are, people are stuck inside and they'll be able to want to watch travel videos. Especially in countries they can't go to. And Canada was already a pretty popular travel destination. Like, I'm not that far from Niagara Falls. When I go there, it is usually packed with people from all over the world. Except before the pandemic, obviously. Yeah, that's the weirdest thing. I thought I was so fortunate to be in Canada and I could go vlog at Niagara Falls anytime I want. But now I can't because of all our travel restrictions. I'm really just supposed to stay in the city I live in. So I'm an hour away from Toronto, about an hour and a half away from Niagara Falls. Montreal is about 5 hours away. My place up north is about 9 hours away. Or no, 7. I shouldn't say 9. I'm thinking bus hours. Now, to get to my place to Detroit City, how far a drive is that? I think it's 4 hours. So yeah, 4 hours to get to Detroit. Could be a little bit less. Now, they're talking about opening a new train trip from Toronto all the way to Detroit, obviously once the borders reopen. So that's probably one of the new vlog travel trips I'll do. I'll show people what it's like to take the train from Toronto to Detroit. I'll probably go to Detroit and watch a baseball game, or not a baseball, yeah, maybe baseball or basketball. Now, it'd probably be better to watch baseball so I could be outside. Now, I haven't been to Detroit since the year 2012, so it's been quite a while. I went to Cedar Point in Ohio just to try out the Millennium Force roller coaster the year it opened. Or would that be the year 2000? Millennial Force, yeah, so that was way longer ago I was there. I was gonna say, wasn't the year 2012 roller coaster? Boom, come on. Keep thinking we're gonna win this battle. If only we survived with a healer. What can we do to win the battle? You think extra healing would do it? Let's try that. Let's change it to extra healing instead of just dying. Alright, let's try that. If both of these healers could stay alive after some of their team dies, we might just stand a chance. Everyone just dies in one hit. Boom. There we go. I don't know. I really don't think we stand much of a chance at this. This dungeon is kicking our ass. Alright, so let's get a quick message from the sponsor. While this dungeon, we're going to lose anyway.
Today's dungeon loss is brought to you by Crack. Crack. It'll fuck you up. Woo!
Alright, welcome back. Holy shit, we did actually kill someone. But not the one we needed to. Whoa, we took out 2. Now, I seen a post on Facebook today that one of my old friends from high school managed to get married. So I was like, holy shit, even with the whole lockdown and everything, still went through with the marriage. And do you ever see this happen with the lockdowns, where people get married during the lockdown, collect like all the wedding gifts and stuff, and then after they've gotten married, and then the lockdown ends, they hold a second wedding. And they're like, oh, now that the lockdown's over, we'll hold another wedding, because we couldn't have people over at the other one. I was thinking, isn't that kind of cheese? Because then people are buying them gifts, like another round of gifts. But I don't know. Maybe they don't do it just for the gifts. I was like, no, no, no. You got married once. I'm not buying you another wedding present. Can't be milking this multiple times here. Marriage is once. Holy shit, yeah, we made it up to 423 with all the super chats today. Thanks, everyone. I keep forgetting that George is from the US also. So his country also is completely dominating the Canadian dollar. Yeah, it's like $3 in foreign currencies came to 423 in Canadian. And that might even be after deductions. I don't know. Now, I don't know how the deductions work on YouTube. Well, I did read it, but I still haven't followed it actually occurring. So we'll see when it does. I think what they said is the first month while you're earning money on AdSense, it takes a month for it to total up. But once it does, then they'll start giving you updates daily. So I'm at that phase where I have like $1 in my AdSense account, and it's just from my old monetization money. From before I got demonetized from not having enough subs. Now it's a pretty cool animal on the sticker. What is it, a fox? Kind of looks like a cat or a dog or a fox. No, thankfully, I don't know what happened to the foxes that were living in our neighborhood, but I think they're gone because we started to see rabbits again. It's funny, once the foxes moved into our neighborhood, you never saw a rabbit again. I'm not saying that they ate all the rabbits, but that could be what happened. Now, I was trying to think, what's the best game that people are playing on Xbox these days? Is there a good one that's good, like for the new generation of Xbox? Because technically I already have that console, because my computer is good enough to run any Xbox game. I was thinking maybe Street Fighter, but I haven't checked to see what the latest Street Fighter games are like. To be honest, I didn't like the one for PS4. It was really slow and laggy. Boom, that was some pretty good healing. There we go. Alright, this one might be the one. Thinking we're gonna do it. Fuck! Jinx that or what? I gotta boost up Jane Austen's dodge so that she can actually dodge some of these attacks. Boom! Come on, Tengu, finish her. Yeah, she's done. Come on, take him out! Take him out! Yeah, another one done. Come on, you're done. You're done. Yeah! Whoops. Yes. Yeah, thanks viewers. I think everyone cheering, it helped that time. Because we were stuck on that guy for a long time. I didn't think we were going to beat him, but we did. Took that fucker down. Alright, what are we at now? Holy shit, level 540. Alright, so we've been recording for an hour, so I'll give a quick shout out to all the patrons. Let's do that quick before I forget. Alright, so thanks again, Suki, Jim, Ray, Travis, everyone involved with Patreon. It's really awesome. Thanks, everyone. Holy shit, half our team is tombstoned or dead. Ah, oh, now dead. Now, it's going to be tough to get the patron song finished by Christmas, but my one friend that makes music still says he's going to give me some help once he has more time. But I think he's been really busy with work still. No, he mentioned he got a raise at work, so things have been going out good for him, so I'm happy, but we'll see how long the music will take. If worse comes to worse, I'll just make everything on my own. We won't give up. Alright, so let's give a shout out to everyone in the chat too, and we'll give a re-shout out to all the super chats as well. It's mostly a highlight to my life. Alright, so we got Shelly. Shelly changed her name back. Congratulations, Shelly. Now, I'm so happy when people keep their name, at least easier for me to keep track of. It's not as bad as Suki changing her name to what she changed it to, but still, it's a bit confusing for me. Alright, so Dan Davis, thanks. Oh, Epic C's in the chat. Didn't even notice Epic C in there. He only has one message in there, and I totally missed it. Alright, so shout out to Epic C. So we got Dan Davis, Shelly. Yeah, and Shelly's pointing out she's still a kid. So we have to try to keep it clean, guys. Shelly's here. Alright, so anyways, no, not that we don't want you here, Shelly. It's fine that you watch the show. I'm sure if your parents are letting you watch, it's okay. Alright, so the government in India down. Yeah, oh yeah, we were talking about the government in India today. It's kind of neat. Bald and Bankrupt has episodes on Facebook. Boom, come on, victory. Let's get victory. Yes, victory. Alright, next battle. Alright, so that was Dan Davis, the kid Shelly. Alright, Dan Davis. No, I'm not making fun of kids, sorry. James Hudson. Welcome back to the chat, James. And he sent dog emojis. Thank you. Now, that's what I was thinking. That would be sweet. If in the future I had like a gaming channel where I had a ranch somewhere really nice in like northern Canada. And I had Starlink internet, so it's like I'd have the same speed of internet I have now, and I'd be like without having to be on the grid. So that would be pretty wild, because then I could have like animals, show everyone what my farm is like. Well, not farm, ranch. I don't want to get carried away and actually have to farm shit. Ranch is hard enough. But anyways, yeah, so that would be kind of neat. Who knows? Maybe it will happen in my lifetime. I'm a little bit skeptical, but we'll see where things unfold. You never know, right? Life's very uncertain. Anything can happen. Alright, so now what I was thinking one day what's going to happen really is the city will become too expensive for me to live in, so then I will have to get a ranch up north or just get an apartment and go broke. So I'll probably just go broke, but I'll try for the ranch. Right, so Dan Davis, and yeah, the super chat, thanks a million. First super chat was Dan Davis, so yeah, and then Shelly also had a virtual $100 super chat. So thank you that, Shelly. Appreciate the $100. Oh, she also donated Infinite. So Infinite, there we go. I can get my ranch in no time. When they ask for a check, I'll be like, here, just get a, you can send me a link to direct deposit in my Infinite account. No, buying a house, it's funny because I actually did already buy a house. Sadly, I bought a house up north. I can't remember what year it was. I think it was the year 2017. So anyways, I bought a house and I planned to fix it up. And when I got to the house, there was some damage to it and it was beyond repair. So now the house needs to be demolished. So technically I'm -1 house. Not only do I have to build a whole house, but I have to demolish my old one too. Which kind of sucks really bad. But my house has a garage on it, or not on it, but in the backyard. And it's a pretty big garage, I think 200 square feet. Or no, maybe not 200, I think 400 square foot garage. So I might actually just fix that up instead. Like that's what I figured, the odds of me actually being able to afford to tear down my house and fix it up, it's probably next to nothing. But if I tear or repair my garage, the chances of that happening is much bigger. Yeah, so one day I'll have my own garage. That'll be sweet. Souped up that I can keep stuff in. That'll be sick. That's really my main goal in life these days. Fix my garage. Sounds like a weird goal, but hey, at least I got goals. Now, technically, I could just sell the property with the house as is, and I might have to do that too, because it is costing me a fortune to keep this house and not even use it. Still have to pay property taxes and water bills and all that shit. It's stupid. Alright, so let's continue giving a shout out to everyone. Dan Davis, he donated $1 in his currency, so I really appreciate that. That might be the pound, I think. It's hard for me to tell that symbol. I only know what the dollar symbol means. Well, and the infinity symbol. Right, Shelly, Dan Davis. Yeah, we'll expand to more games soon. It's only a matter of time. Because really one day I'm going to beat Clone Evolution, right? And once the game's beaten, I don't know how much I'll be able to really play starting the game over again. I definitely won't be able to beat the game twice and start it a third time. So 2 would definitely be the ending. Anyway, so yeah, shout out to Dan Davis. Oh, about the boats in Canada. Yeah, Canada boat temperatures would be bad. Unless you're on the west coast. On the west coast, you could probably keep a boat year-round, no problem. Actually, yeah, I did see it. I watched a few shows of people that live on boats in Canada on the west coast year-round, because they didn't actually get ice there. Or not enough ice to make it that bad. Right, so George Washington. Oh yeah, George Washington donated $2 to the show, and US. So thanks everyone. Let's give a big total to everyone that we showed in the, I'll show the center screen. Yeah, it came out to $4.23 Canadian. Woohoo! Yeah, and shout out to everyone else in the chat. Yeah. Oh yeah, got the victory too. No, thanks everyone in the chat too. Appreciate it. Big the applause was for you as well. Now, some people were making fun of me on Facebook when they heard that I was making $5 an hour doing gaming on YouTube. And I was thinking, yeah, $5 an hour does sound kind of low. But then I was thinking, wait a minute. when I started, like, the first factory job I ever worked at, I also made $5 an hour. So I was like, isn't it funny that my YouTube career is already paying how much I started when I worked in factories? So yeah, it's kind of wild. So I don't really look on it down that much. I'm just like, hey, it's actually a pretty decent start, especially compared to what I'm doing. I'm not slaving in a factory, I'm just having fun playing video games. So it's quite the difference in an actual job. And who knows, if I start playing more popular games, could bump that up to $50 an hour. Then I'd have my garage fixed in no time. Alright, so it looks like Hitler's taking us down pretty bad. Jeez. Now, I think Suki would be happy when she comes back, or if she does, she can find that we're stuck at Hitler. We cannot defeat the Hitler. Yeah, it looks like there's not really anything else I can do for battles right now. That is it, unless we're going to play Hitler. So I think we'll wrap it up. What time is it? 7. We got the new missions coming back at 8. We'll probably save those for tomorrow and do an early morning show. But this time was a good time. I appreciate everyone joining the show and hooking me up with those super chats. It's fucking sweet. Alright, so let's wrap up with one more battle in the dungeon. And we'll exit on that. Yeah, and we'll get to check out the Hunger Games. Holy shit, once we get the Hunger Games chest, that's the chest I've been waiting to get my hands on. Alright, let's see. It will be epic. No, it's funny, my chat is so fortunate that I actually have the same amount of super chats that I do normal likes. So I was like, that's a pretty good ratio. The super chats and likes are equal. Woohoo! Wish I could say that once I get more likes. Yeah, we're never going to beat this Hitler. Look how powerful he is. Right, goodbye, dungeon. Alright, thanks again, everyone from Patreon. Society 6, finishing quick is my specialty. It's a saying that comes on t-shirts and bed sheets, both popular with the ladies. Hido 2B pays you to watch videos. Swagbucks pays you to shop online. GameKit pays you to try games. And Free Bitcoin is a wallet system for cryptocurrencies. And I also have the virtual mate sex machine that's for adults and men only. But if ladies need a sex machine, they know who to call. Just kidding. No, it is crowdfunded, kickstarted, has shipped, gets mixed reviews, so just remember that. Try not to return it if you use it. That's really gross. Oh, we got another like, so we made it up to 4 viewers and 3 likes. Thank you, everyone. Right, yeah, just make sure you follow all the age laws in your region for both all of these offers, and including my website. Although I don't think anything on my website is age required, other than my vaporizer and shit. Oh yeah, so there is. Alright, thanks everyone, take care, bye for now. Oh yeah, and we'll get to the fire screen. Let's do that before we go. I'm gonna dig deep into the item bag today, see what we can pull out. Hopefully the item is not too sweaty. Alright, if you happen to get any orange crystals in your vaporizer, tastes like shit, give the show a dislike. But if it doesn't happen, you can give it a like, really appreciate it.
Just make sure never buy the products from my sponsor, because it will ruin your life. Bye for now, everyone. See you later.
Have a good week. Later. Thank you. Later. Alright, see you everyone. Have a good week and good luck in the events. Thanks for the super chat. Woo!